Hello and welcome to my first video on the platform. Today I will talk about the top 10 most beautiful stations in Mavima. There are not lots of stations, but there's definitely enough to make a video like this one. If you haven't read the channel description, Mavima is my Minecraft world where I go on to build not only the city of Mavima, but also a railway network. And here is the top 10 of the most good-looking or just the best stations out there in general. Have fun. Number 10, Mavima Island Witch. I didn't really know which station to put here, but I thought that this small station just deserved a spot. It has a tram halt, a shop beneath the station itself. Where the tram halt is as well, it is a very complex station, as the streets go under it. It can be accessed by some ladder rooms, which are basically just elevators but not using water, and has two very short platforms. Only stop trains stop here, which are also the only trains driving here, since the changes that have been made to fasten the trains of Bergenau. The stop trains here pendle between the Mavima Central and the station itself, since the line is currently getting extended towards Dunkirk and ultimately Broklo. Number 9, Mavima Beach. This station, made in an old style, is on the line from Mavima to Waterheuvel. This station which gets served by stop trains as well, serves what should have been the beach until the beach was built nearby Station Island, which by someone different in the server. From here you can get the Brichestel-Kijijikabon Central stop train service, and the Mavima Central to Brichestel stop train service. The station itself is pretty simple. It has two ladder shafts, two platforms, connection with the metro and tram, and has no other activities. Maybe I will build the pier myself someday. We'll see. But on to the next one. Number 8, Vlietdorp Center. After I built this inner city station, I felt some proudness. I don't really know why. This station is one of the most innovative introducing. Silence rooms, waiting rooms, a new way of closing the gap between two station components by using iron trapdoors and white painted letters on station signs. There also could be seen that I made a mistake by making one of the two platform bases, or however you call it, 8 blocks wide, instead of the normally used 7 blocks wide. This was a blessing when building the first 2 platforms though. When I was making those innovations, it resulted into the other 2 platforms being an utter challenge to make as symmetric to platforms 1 and 2 as possible, while still maintaining satisfying design and beauty. Before the station the story I'm telling now, there was a smaller, different station with 2 platforms simply called Vlietdorp, because station Vlietdorp South wasn't there. The desing of the trajectory between the two itself is pretty special too. Sadly, there is no footage of the old station. After all, it becomes more special when you count the fact that this station has no station building. The inner city service from Bergenau Central to Kijijikabon Central stops here, just like the stop train service which extends to Bergenau Southwich instead of Central. And let's not forget the fast train from Vlietdorp South to Mavima Central. There are also tram services to Berchtesgaden and Vlietdorp South, which are not the best. Shortly said, this station is truly different. 7. Kijkertel. This village, which is not generated but totally built by me, was a bit base of the Dutch town of Stadskanaal. For the station building, I used the same style as the style used for villages in Minecraft. This is a special choice and did definitely not upset. It has 3 platforms for stop train services and local train services too. The only local railway of Mavima ends here, which stretches from Kijkertel to Kijijikabon. The stop train service goes from Mavima Central to Kijkertel, and a local train goes to Kijijikabon, stopping at Dalbeek in the process. It is also extremely short, and the platforms are detailed. There isn't really something bad to say about the station, except that it lacks an amount of passenger services like shops, waiting rooms, etc., because of its size. Continuing with number 6, Bergenau Central. Now over the big ones. This station is one of the biggest and one of the most important in Mavima. It has a good amount of services, 8 platforms, a good amount of waiting room, A&S silence rooms, and a lot of rail services. The only thing that is not really great is a way to small station building. This isn't getting expanded because of the depot and platform 1. How the platforms are placed is truly unique, and this station played a vital role when I was expanding the network. There are inner-city services to Mavima Central, Beautifull Center, and Kijijikabon Central. Stop train services are going to Mavima Central and Kijijikabon Central on the northern side and to Southwich on the southern side. The old footbridge connecting the platforms is also very special. It's an extremely decent station, but not better than. Number 5, Mavima East. What was I thinking when putting the station here? It is pretty historic and one of the oldest stations without major changes to it. Station building is still the same. It has a restaurant and 2 platforms. It serves inner cities to Bergenau Central and Mavima Central or Beautifull Center, and stop trains at Mavima Central or, again, Bergenau Central. There are tram services here with Tram 2 and 6 terminating at the station, but this station over Bergenau Central, I'm still not convinced which is better, but I do know that they're both not better than. Number 4, Birchdale. This station was built pretty recently. I took the idea of the old Vlaiatward Central without platform 4 with a bigger station building, and wow, that station building is beautiful. But I struggled recreating what I did with platform 2 and 3 in Vlaiatward Central. I could not find out how I did it back then. It didn't get the same vibe too. Overall, a really excellent and crucial station on the network with a lot of services stopping. Too much services to even say. One thing I miss with this station is the chaos around it. There are not much details around it. There's almost no history, and it's basically just Vlaiatward Central Plus Edition. It has 3 waiting rooms, and all the signs are still in Dutch, because I want to make it a beautiful old Dutch railway station style, and I wanted to let it look like it had history. The plan was to take some things from Barn, also in the Netherlands, but that didn't really work out. Now into the top 3, starting with number 3, Mavima Central. Mavima Central is the oldest and biggest station on the network. It has 10 platforms, a waiting room, 2 shops, it contains my home, services towards almost basically everywhere, served by Tram 1-3 for Metro A of the Mavimans Vervoers Matchappie. And yes, even an aquarium that also is in my house on the 2nd floor. This station has right about everything. It was based primarily on Amsterdam Central, but it's just not really a thing you will see on the station itself. It has a bit of a modern interior, which doesn't count for my house, and beautiful cop ponies, and a nice platform roof. It is outdated though, which can be seen by the fact that I didn't use the 7-block wide platform bases, but the 5-block wide platform bases. Platform 10 and 1 are pretty new, which explains a lot about them. This is a good station, but this doesn't beat. Number 2, Birchestel. Sadly for the villagers that live there, their station isn't number 1. It is still something to be proud of though. The station is incredibly cute, and the building style perfectly suits its snow biome. Maybe the station building has too much dark oak wood, but I can't see anything bad except for that. For the rest, it has waiting rooms, silence rooms, and everything a modern station needs, which is pretty correct, since it was opened pretty recently 2 days after Christmas. From here, you can take stop train services to Kijijikabon Central and Mavima Central. Because it was built on Christmas, I like to call the extension from Beautifull Center to Birchestel Het Kerslich, which is Dutch for the Christmas line. This station is near perfect and introduced new colors on ticket machines. This station truly belongs high on this list. And now, the final and best station in Mavima, number 1, Vlaiatward Central. I'm sure you heard that name more than once in this video. This is an important station with inner-city services to its nearby neighbor Vlaiatward Center, and then to Kijijikabon Central or towards Bergenau Central with a stop in Cliffdorp Central. The old station building, which is pretty small, has a waiting room inside and a main hall. The architecture style is unique and was spikel when I built it. Vlaiatward is just like Kijgedel, an artificial village. In the past, before that I made the line from Vlaiatward to Bergenau quadruple railed. It was 1 rail, and this station had 3 platforms. I wanted to create an old duck-like station, and took the topographical idea from Saward. Yeah, it made me think of Saward. Don't ask me why. In the past, my topographical view was different, and the line where Vlaiatward was on was a Sparn line. Today, it's the Vlaiat line, but it'll go further into that later, in a video about the history. railway network, a particular video on that line. But back to Vlaia towards Central, which got its fourth platform while I was rebuilding the, you guessed it, Vlaia line. It's truly beautiful, especially with the flowers around it. It gives the vibe that I wanted to give and fits perfectly into its surrounding. It also has tram services from Birchdale-Turpham to Vlaia-Dorp South. All in all, a good station, near perfection, and totally suits itself. The true #1 station of El Mavima. Well, there we are then, the end of this video. The first video on this channel. If you have opinion on this and want to share it, be free to put in comments. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a good day.